I can't believe I have to do this. I'm responding to a comment I made 5 years ago. I'm gonna backtrack through the comment thread. I will start with my first comment. I mentioned Rob Zombie had been a vegetarian since 1980, and he has been vegan for a few years now. Some guy responded with, Rob Zombie is a puss cake with no real world skills. So hunting is not an option. It's not like he could just go out and hunt or trap his dinner instead of buying it at a store because he's not a real man with real man skills. First of all, I don't know how to hunt or trap animals. Couldn't get past the images of animals being murdered, but yet makes horrible movies about people killing other people, when many horror movies are based on the atrocities of real people. So basically, Rob is a moron who has more compassion for animals that, by comparison to humans, have minimal intelligence and limited emotions. That's wrong. Yet he's okay with the mental trauma inflicted on surviving family members of serial killer victims and whatnot. I can't stand celebrities these days. These days, the days of John Wayne and other real men are gone. There are no real male celebrities for boys to look up to anymore. How can we expect men to act like men when people these days can't even decide if they're male or female? It's sad to say this, but the world could really use a global disaster to reset the clock and let mankind start over. We are truly going off the rails on a crazy train. First, pigs are some of the smartest animals out there. Animals are capable of feeling emotion that are quite complex. Besides, hunting is dumb. Just let natural selection happen. And besides, which when people pay for hunting permits, it pays the state to keep demand up. Where I live, hunting selectively takes out males and doesn't address the root of the problem. Also, hunting doesn't solve anything besides humans' desire for bloodlust, which no sane human has. Second, most horror movies are not based on real-life atrocities. Sure, there are some. The Pit and the Pendulum, awesome movie, is based on the Spanish Inquisition. Third, as somebody who's pro-LGBT, you're making assumptions that transgender people don't exist, when in fact it's wired in their brain to be that way. So are female to male transgender people aren't real men? What else? Are gay men not real men? Are male to female transgender people are not real women? Someone else responded with a few things that are incorrect. Also, if you're vegan, then you are no real man, as real men eat meat. Oh, so real men get heart disease, diabetes, erectile dysfunction? I'm going to focus exclusively on ED, erectile dysfunction here. Common symptoms are heart disease, clogged blood vessels, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, and certain medications. These are generally caused by poor diets, which include a lot of meat. I don't know, but it's more manly to live without these things than to eat like a man. There's a saying that if you eat like a man, you die like a man. Caldwell Esselstyn did a diet intervention for heart disease, and guess what? The male patients got better. And despite being in their 60s to 80s with severe heart disease, they reversed it exclusively with dietary intervention. Why am I mentioning this? Because for male patients, their erectile dysfunction went away completely. The male patients also, which is summed up with the male patients saying that when they see a cute female, they still bring up testosterone hormones. I responded with, don't care about being a real man in your opinion. Besides, I was never a huge meat fan anyway. I really wasn't. And much better health ditching all animal products. He responded with, not for long, your health will deteriorate if you're vegan. Oh, really? I dare you to tell that to Nina and Randa of YouTube or Word from Willie. Both of them have been vegan their whole lives thanks to their mom and dad. Their mom had an autoimmune disease that was reversed on a McDougall diet. My blood work has gotten better since going vegan. My iron levels are off the chart. My doctor says I have normal blood work. Other vegans include Vegan Gains and his 19-inch biceps. I dare you to tell that to him. This is what I responded with. Not true. I supplement with B12 and Vegan D3 supplement. That is it, and I make sure I eat a balanced diet. That's all I need to be healthy. Plants have all the nutrients needed for a balanced diet. Besides, my energy levels have never been better, and I can do a lot more since going vegan. I was born with a heart murmur, grade 2, and this has helped a lot with my energy levels. Need more than just that. You do know B12 comes from animal products, don't you? B12 comes from dirt and bacteria, not animal sources. Besides, vegan B12 supplements exist. And I literally cannot think of anything else to supplement other than D because I live in southeastern Ohio. Plus, I don't go outside enough. What else do I need? K2 is from gut bacteria. A can be converted from beta carotene. Non-heme iron is better than heme iron. Heme iron has been shown to increase cancer risk and harder for the body to absorb, which is why my iron levels went up after giving up meat. Finally was this gem, but they come from animal byproducts. B12 comes from animals that get through bacteria. There's fake B12 supplements, use synthetic B12, which is not the same thing. Animals are given B12 supplements due to poor conditions that they are raised in. Look at the countries with lowest obesity rates. Vietnam, Ghana, Italy are 3 I'm bringing up. People in Ghana eat yams, rice, and complex carbs. Very little fish. Other than that, they're vegan. Obesity, 5.5%. Vietnam, obesity, 1%. Diet of rice and vegetables primarily. Italy, they mainly eat bread, rice, and pasta. Obesity, less than 10%. One other thing I'm going to mention is that the main reason people quit veganism is because they're eating a super restricted form of it. My approach is I like to have some fun but eat mainly carbohydrate-rich foods like rice, potatoes, bread, tortillas. These people do water fasting and juice cleanses, which are stupid and dangerous and lead to starvation, which in turn leads to nutrient deficits and cause people to crave high-calorie and high-fat foods like meat and dairy and eggs. Those foods do not solve disease risk, as I've stated in this video. Peace.